I am super vocal about how much I love Superliminal. It's a perfect game in my opinion. The perfect length. Perfect narrative. Not only that, perfect puzzles. It's a perfect game. Issue is when you ramble on all the time about how perfect something is, everybody else feels the need to share other games they think you like just as much. And one name that has come up very often is Viewfinder. On the surface, Viewfinder is perfect for the channel because, ooh, fun illusion! But the reality is that this game is too deep for the channel, or at least for my normal presenting style. This is an attempt at making something different, a video essay if you will. We'll go through everything I liked, what I didn't, and why I cannot get a seemingly simple game off my mind. I kid you not, this video took a whole night. I simply could not sleep. Anyways, here it goes.
Great, we're in.
To think all the wonders of the world can be dabbled with as long as you...
This game does one thing I really like, though unfortunately not very well. I don't like tutorials in my games when I could learn by doing. What don't you do right off the bat? Drop some heavyweight lore right after I load into the simulation. Oh wait, I had no idea it was a simulation at this point.
Whoa, you okay?
It gets worse when you get to the level selection free roam map. The only actual character you've heard so far is Jessie, and you have no idea who she is. Instead of explaining where you are, she just says, well, that's different from what we've seen so far. And as babble happy as she's been already, that isn't going to mean anything to you. She continues saying unimportant things through the next several levels, which turns her from a coach to a nuisance.
Follow the gray brick road.
The good news is, there is one thing this section actually does really well, and I'm happy to show it. But first, I want to show you this particular level. Take a look.
Oh, that's unusual. So the photo is acting a bit weird. It's difficult to... Can you hear me?
Welcome back. A little too soon for my liking, but happy to have you.
This is one interesting pattern interrupt, as it fully sets the stage for what's happening. Now, the only reason you can hear me talking is because I've muted Jessie's ramblings in post, and in fact, there's even a triggerable recording of a rant about trees and lightning rods. The player is likely still disoriented at this point, and this does not help. They do tell the player what to do, but they're not clear about it.
Nice work. Looks like we're back online. Ready when you are.
Who knew it'd be this tricky to get ancient tech back in working order? Just look at all this junk lying around. Don't be cruel, Jessie. These people were trailblazers. We could find a real tree of life in there. Or is it more accurate to call it a lightning rod? Well, either way, one thing's clear. The weather disruptor really might be the game changer we need.
Again, that was a massive dump of lore. But is the player going to think anything of it? Probably not.
Just as stunning as I remember it. Let's get our bearings and find where we left off.
Now, back to what this section does really well. It actually teaches you how to use the mechanics. When you're introduced to batteries, you're forced to get one by placing a picture, showing that pictures aren't just static. When it teaches you to rotate photos, it does so in a way that also teaches you how photos destroy the existing environment. The game also teaches you how to unexist walls with pictures, though it does so in a way that leaves you with extras. I personally feel that when the game is serving you a new concept, it should only give you the bare minimum to execute that concept.
It's alive! It's alive! Yeah, too much?
Yes.
Close your eyes.
I don't know if I should. Is this payback for making you mix new soil compositions all day?
Please, Hiraya, have you ever known me to be the vengeful sort?
At this point, you're likely incredibly disoriented, probably more than the developers even intended, by the previous levels. So, the developers left you a treat. This is a bit of a narrative builder level, though it's a tad slow-paced for my liking, especially with the voice lines. In it, it's pretty well solidified that Aaron and Mariah are husband and wife, and they have a good relationship and a love for art. The chosen filters are interesting, especially this next one, but the implementation is actually pretty cool. Take a look.
Not your usual style.
You could say I was stretching my creative muscles.
Your mind is limitless. This was fun.
Few things make me happier than when you say that here.
Then the game goes back to teaching you new mechanics in truly brilliant ways. A photocopier is introduced, and even though it isn't used again in the next 80% of the game, it puts into the player's mind that a picture can be used more than once. Unfortunately, at this point, the narrative is still not making much sense to the player.
Ever since that argument, Hiraya has seemed rather down. I know she means well, but Mirren pushed it too far.
Who's Mirren? And why was she arguing with Hiraya? Did she actually push too far? This will still go unanswered for the majority of the game.
I wonder what else is in... No, what's that?
I must admit, I'm surprised you made it this far. It's been a while since someone's wandered around this place, and it's good to have you. There's plenty of things to do here. Have you finished exploring? The train will take us to Hiraya's station, a place where science and art meet nature.
After this, the player is introduced to the train, and the adorable artificial cat with the incredibly creative name Kate, spelled C-A-I-T. Wow, Mirren, you're a genius, whoever you are. Because of course, he's got to mention that he was made by her.
Oh, I'm Kate, by the way. An artificial record keeper, developed by Mirren to maintain this place. I'll be here to assist you in any way that I can, and I look forward to seeing what wonders you discover.
Glad to find out that's how they got around.
Yeah, that's real interesting, isn't it, Jesse? Now, as a musician, I'm immediately attracted to these guitars, which are funny enough.
Sick! Wonder if the founder knew how to rock. Yeah, where's my applause?
Thanks, Jesse. Anyways, they're all identical.
It's beautiful. I've never really seen a tree up close before. Imagine seeing something like this every day. That would be pretty amazing.
So you've never seen a tree in real life, but instead you choose to babble about the guitars. I think in their determination to make Jesse deliberately annoying, they kinda accidentally overshadowed their own lore. Anyways, let's continue. The first level in Haraya's workspace is actually really good. It shows the player that they need to be hyper-aware of their surroundings.
Nice one. Huh? That's weird. Sorry, the simulation is really buggy on my end, but...
That's not good. Let's continue to the next level anyway. This section lets us get to know Haraya a little better, and man is she a sweetheart. I wouldn't mind if she was my grandma as a child. One monologue, which I sadly didn't record, was about how we all need to be loving and caring, regardless of the circumstances. Another logograph in the same level lets us hear Mirren and a new character, Shilung, for the first time.
But doesn't two pair beat three of a kind?
Not in 5-card draw.
Nor in Texas Hold'em.
There are no Texans here. I fail to see why we should play by their rules.
It's more about statistical rarity than culture, I believe.
Yeah, you know, a mass thing. Just to speed. Who needs to bluff when you can count cards?
When you put it that way, I suppose I can see the appeal.
What a contrast. Hiraya is working on a biochar, aiming to perfect biofiltration in plants. It appears she's not gotten along that great with Mirren for a while, as shown by this logograph.
He must know what Mirren has been working on. Squirreled away in her own little corner. Maybe I can find a way to help. That might put us back on good terms.
Mending relationships often felt harder for Haraya than tending to her plans. I wonder why she always put in the effort despite that.
The game is now introducing static cameras, again, in a brilliant way. Now, during these levels, Kate decides to ask the ever-important question.
I've been meaning to ask, what brought you here to the simulation?
To find out, we're gonna have to travel to Chapter 3.
We're heading towards the workspace of a masterful engineer. Leon, much like the others, settled in quickly here. The batteries, the teleporters, that's all thanks to his handiwork. Though, he wouldn't accept the compliment directly. I'm sure you'll find something useful here. One step closer to solving an impossible question, right?
You might notice that, aside from the bugs, Kate has changed a little bit here. He's now almost more of an over-supportive AI in some places. Pay attention, and you'll notice it.
If my system memory is correct, Celion received quite a unique gift that day.
And what is that special gift? A camera. This is a game-changing mechanic for you, and so, likely, you're going to start being fond of Mirren. Now, something amusing happened when I was gathering footage for this video. For the first time, I prioritized the phone. I had only ever gotten voicemail previously because it was not the priority. Once I actually focused on the phone, I actually found a far easier solution.
Nice, I got you. Was worried there for a second. It's getting harder and harder to reach you.
Good. Let's keep it that way, please. Now let's talk a bit more about Kate.
I've been waiting for you.
He knows the truth, but he's not really got the guts to say it.
I went ahead to search for the machine you're looking for. Most elusive indeed. Was that the only reason you came here?
I don't know how I feel about him having a clear, followable thought process, but I guess that's okay. Probably realistic for robots in the year 2353. Now about Shilung. That man is straight up me. This is Dustin, his creation.
Poor Dustin, doomed to bang into walls for all eternity. I can't help but laugh. Hours of entertainment packed into one lime green robot. Right. This is a reminder to patch a step climbing algorithm into his code. after I get other work done.
Definitely has my sense of humor. And it seems he has a good relationship with his coworkers, especially Mirren.
Hang on. Did you nick my biscuit?
Me? Steal your biscuit? What sort of accusation is that?
You did, didn't you? I can always ask Kate, you know.
Oh, right. So what if I did? It was just sitting there going uneaten.
It's not as if it could have gone cold.
Well, if you're gonna kick up a fuss. Kate, can you please run shortbread.exe for our esteemed colleague here?
Biscuit thief.
I'm working in Ali Wong's workspace today.
These might be
I've
useful.
excelled myself to the opposite end to keep the bickering to a minimum. It's quiet here, but a little sparse. I like his other builds more.
I can hear you.
Get back to work.
Fine. I won't bother you anymore. Verbally, at least.
He's hilarious. By the way, I'm sorry, we have to backtrack. I have to show you the beginning of this level. It's absolutely brilliant. This is the last bit of narrative building for quite a while, and now he's going to introduce us to the timer. And those puzzles are really fun. Take a look.
That was a swift one, wasn't it? Really gets your heart pumping. Well, if you have one, of course. Your speed is impressive. I've been thinking about what I'd overheard. Does this machine you're looking for really provide all the answers? If so, I wish that for all our troubles. One simple solution, and our worries gone. I thought that would sound happy, but it just sounds... Never mind.
After this, there are a couple optical illusion levels. Most of them are pretty good, though one feels more like a prank than a puzzle. Unfortunately, the annoying one is also the only one that has any sort of lore, the first in a while.
This is a disaster. I need to speak with Mirren before this gets any worse. Where has she been anyway? She's so busy with her work, I haven't seen her outside her space in a while. I'll give her a call. This can't go on.
And this is where things go south.
Don't you find it fascinating? The solutions our minds can cultivate when given the space and motivation. They might not always be perfect, but they are special. The machine you're looking for, is that the only chance you have? The only solution your mind has decided upon? Then there's only forward, isn't there? Mirren's workspace awaits. She's rather special. The one who started all of this, with good intentions no less. She even made me, and for that I will always be thankful. Even though she... Well, she really loved this place. It's different, isn't it? Mirren was passionate about her studies.
Mirren's space feels almost completely foreign. Suddenly there is all these sticky notes and notebooks with crossed out notes, and several surfaces at play. And blue batteries? That's new.
Those structures back there, they eluded Mirren. Unusual things, but useful in their own way. I wonder how you'll navigate them.
Blue stuff cannot be taken a picture of, and cannot be printed in a picture. This game actually does a very excellent job of teaching the player how to use them.
Mirren would have been impressed.
This is incredible. The system is self-learning, ever-growing. It can be used to build structures, new buildings, supported on its own energy. This could truly help push the principles of my research to new heights. I need to show this to Haraya immediately.
And this is where it all makes sense. These structures are living, and breathing, and moving with you. Mirren can't control them, but she's about to strike a huge breakthrough. But first, the most satisfying moment in the game. Now, you may have noticed that Kate is very talkative in Mirren's chapter, and understandably so, because she made him. But something is weighing on his mind. Something has made him go from genuinely impressed with you and happy to watch you progress, to sarcastic.
Well done. I was wondering how you would tackle this solution. Wonderful solution. True freedom from constraints. I wonder how we're going to reach that teleporter. There it is. Another brilliant workaround.
Meanwhile, how's Mirren handling it?
Looking around me now almost feels like seeing into the future. How exciting! To think that one day our cities could look like this, could breathe like this. It's never too early to change the world. It's brilliant! A great way to communicate.
And it's interesting, that's for sure.
Aha! Does this mean when I practice my guitar, you'll be able to give it a listen?
Let's not push it.
At this point, you're definitely wondering what all that fuss was about. Let's find out from Kate himself.
Sound is such a funny thing. Mirren shared with me that it travels faster than light.
Sorry? Has she never seen lightning? Oh, right. Probably not. The sky's been dry for decades.
Whether Hiraya wants to admit it or not, Mirren is truly brilliant.
That line was placed at the very beginning of the game for a reason. You've been admiring, respecting, and likely subconsciously defending Mirren this whole time. And now you realize her understanding of science is fundamentally flawed. But yet, it's still soul-crushing when you finally find the machine and it doesn't work. The gameplay footage ends here, as I don't want to share any major spoilers of the endgame. Honestly, I was quite tired when I played this game for the first time. The game rewarding my determination, or rather severe tenacity in this manner, seriously rubbed me the wrong way, and I genuinely wanted to refund it, but it was too late. But then I started thinking, there's a major lesson in there for every single one of us today. Kate even wondered if Haraya's biofiltration system might have been the answer. But Mirren was so blind by her ego, and Shilong by his admiration for her, that they didn't take it seriously. Mirren wanted to save the world herself. She wanted to be the one who did it. She asked for help, but only when it benefited her. Shilong wanted to help everyone, but it seems he had some sort of relationship with her, based on the sibling-like banter in his levels. Mirren, in her refusal to take input from the others, brought down the whole operation. It can be tempting to take on projects or things you know, all on your own, but don't do it. It's never worth it. You will hurt people in the process, especially those who have worked hard to get you where you are now. The ending of the game is very, very bittersweet, but trust me, if you buy the game and play it, it will be well worth your time. It's among the best games I've played. If you can get past the clunkiness of the early levels, it truly is a masterpiece. Join our Discord to find out when it goes on sale, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and let us know your thoughts. And remember, never be afraid to be an oddball. Take care.